It seems like just a few years ago, we were talking about the real estate market and how it shifts. And it felt like it shifted a lot slower than it has in the past couple of years. Now, sometimes it can feel like the market shifts every week. It can feel like from month to month it changed. For example, last summer was a pretty heavy seller's market. And it seems like in this fall, we saw a lot of buyers being able to negotiate some properties. Now, there was still some competition and inventory levels are still low, but we did see a few opportunities for buyers to come into that market because the interest rates were up a little higher. Okay. Today, I want to give you some tips as just a regular homeowner, a regular Joe out there interested in buying a home. 4 things you can look out for as you are searching for your house, or you just want to keep tabs on your neighborhood or an area of interest. All right, this is how you can gauge the market. It's just a standard person out there in the public. All right, tip number 1, watch the inventory in an area. What I mean for inventory is just like in the grocery store, they stock milk on the shelves. If you don't get there early enough on Sunday or Saturday, you're going to miss out on being able to grab your milk. There are homes stocked up in your neighborhood, and these homes are actively on the market. So see in an area how many homes are active, how many homes are under contract, and how many homes have sold in the past month or 2 months or 2 weeks, whatever your choice of time frame is. So inventory is tip number 1. Keep an eye on that. You'll be able to assess some information from there and determine if there's a lot of homes for sale, a few homes for sale, or none. In some neighborhoods there's none. And then you'll be able to determine where you think the market might move from there. Okay, tip number 2 is kind of broken into 2 parts, but the first is see how fast homes in an area are selling. If you see that there's been 4 homes in the past week go on the market and they sold in 4 days, that's an indicator that it's a pretty bumping place. It's popular. People are moving there. So if you're a buyer, be prepared for competition. If you're a seller and you're thinking about selling, well, it might be prime for you to get on the market sooner than later. All right. Now, what goes hand in hand with how fast a home sells is the sale price. All right. A properly priced home sells faster than a higher priced home. However, in a low inventory situation, you might start seeing a neighborhood homes selling a lot faster, and then homes begin listing for higher prices and selling, and higher prices and selling, and that drives the sale price up, which is what we saw, in the past few years. Everybody was crazy about buying homes. Okay. Now, tip number 3, something to monitor, is the interest rates. Now, I talked in another video about the interest rates coming down over the course of the next year. Each quarter, they're going to gradually start to decrease the interest rates, or that's the prediction anyway from the Fed or from the professional economists. That's something to watch out for, because a lot of times, anytime an interest rates come down, that means a buyer enters the market, all right, or a buyer jumps up into a different price point. So all that has a huge impact for who's on the market. That has a huge impact for what a seller can get for their home. It has a huge impact on how many buyers are going to be out there looking at a specific area. All right. Tip number 4, and this is a really important one, watch what home builders are doing. Those guys watch the market too, because they, what I call, set the ceiling, which is they're typically the higher priced homes, and they're setting a ceiling of sale prices in an area. They want to sell them for as much money as they can. All right. So watch what they do. If they're not reducing a bunch of prices, if they're not offering a bunch of incentives, a bunch of closing cost help, special interest rates, move-in packages, all of these special things that builders are offering or have been in the past few months, if they discontinue doing that or begin phasing part of it out, that's a sign that the market's tightening up. They're expecting it to be a very seller-friendly market, and they're not going to have any trouble getting their price for their homes and not have to do all these incentives to get buyers out into their neighborhoods. All right. Hey, guys, I hope you love these 4 tips. If you want to watch along with the inventory levels, the sale prices, even the new construction side of things and the interest rates, hey, let me know. Me or anybody from our team, we can set you up to see homes in an area to gauge from an online perspective of what's going on. And then we can talk to you about the market, and you can just fine tune your market skills there. And as a good old fashioned homeowner or one of those average Joes out there looking to buy a home, you might be armed and dangerous with the latest and greatest market knowledge. Have a great weekend. If you guys ever need anything, just holler at us. Hey, please like and subscribe to this channel if you love all these tips.